Alrighty. We're gonna go for some 5-color shrines, I'm thinking. So this is a deck that I found online and just absolutely think is hilarious. I've been messing around with it. The first version I was playing only had 2 in Search of Greatness because I didn't have the other 2 yet. It's been good enough that I went ahead and added them. Same with Sanctum of All. I only had 2. I went up to the 3rd one. Binding of the Old Gods has been pretty great. It's kills anything, and then it also, off of In Search of Greatness, can put a Sanctum of All in play. That's been really cool. Balagade Recovery. A lot of the times I'm just rebuying an Extinction event or a Binding of the Old Gods, so I'm not sure on it. It's probably good to be able to rebuy some Sanctums too. It's just been kind of a fun deck to screw around with, so I think we'll just start the night off messing with this. Do some historic ranked 5-color shrines. Finding an opponent super fast. We've got Morley's Born. Alright. And they got the sweet elephant avatar. I'm a fan of the elephant. We have a hand that doesn't do anything. I'm going to throw it back. This one with an In Search of Greatness does things, so we're going to keep it. We're going to bottom the forest. Hard decision there, but I think that's right. We need all of our manas. Okay, so they've got a Blooming Marsh into a Llanowar Elf. Black-green something or other. We're probably going to get run over here, which is, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so we're black-green elves instead of just regular elves. So we need that red, unfortunately, so I'm going to shock in a breeding pool to play In Search of Greatness. I think we're already taking way too much damage here, so it's probably... Are we just dead? Gilded Goose as a blocker. But does that do anything? I don't know if that does anything. So we block 1, we take 6, but we don't get a shrine in play. That's just delaying the crappy inevitable, right? I think so. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll cast the goose. What the heck? Let's get some credit for casting spells. And then we can play this into play. Use the goose as a blocker and gain 3 life. Oh, and they have Collected Company. That's great. Not looking like we're doing so hot here. Big thing about this deck that probably doesn't even need to be said here is not great against super aggro decks. Yep, we're just dead. Well, wait. We can play a Sanctum, kill the Imperious Perfect. We have to take 2. We'll take 2. What the heck? Let's try it. They just have a Collected Company here, so they're gonna beat us anyway, but we're gonna try to kill something. Yep, show me all your lords so that... Yeah, okay. Didn't matter at all. Woo! Yay! Destroyed by Elf Ball. Yeah, Elves has been one of the worst matchups for this, and then the Boros aggro deck I haven't had good luck with. Control and mid-range is where it's been at. The Mizzix Mastery combo has been getting me pretty good too. Alrighty, we get to go first. Yeah, I like this. We can play In Search of Greatness, get that going. That I like. We'll play the black-green Triumph on turn 1. Maybe we should play Ketria, but we know we're going Overgrown Tomb into In Search. Probably followed by tapped Ketria Triumph, Sanctum Stonefangs. I don't think we need the other In Search of here. We're just going to play Stonefangs. Play the Triumph, pass. Oh, they missed their land drop. We'll put Honden into play. And then here, I'll just play a tapped Breeding Pool and pass. I don't see any point in binding for no value. Sweet, they miss another land drop. Now I'll binding for free, letting me put a land into play earlier. That I'm okay with. We'll go with another Ketria. Honestly, here I'm just gonna cycle the Zagath Triumph on their turn. Unfortunate for my opponent, they haven't gotten to play Magic, but fortunately for us, we've got the stuff going. Yeah, we'll keep a Fruitful Harvest. Put that into play now. Pass the turn. This is looking like a game that's pretty hard to lose, but I've seen weirder stuff. Yeah, okay, so this is what we're up against. If they Ugin us here, we lose. They found a Sika. So they get to put Prismatic Bridge into play. Binding the Old Gods is a pretty sweet card. Yep, that'll do it. Alright. Gotta love binding. That's basically how it's been working for me. So we get run over by Elf Ball. Just absolutely destroyed by Elf Ball. And then we run over a deck that stumbled on mana and tried to play Tybalt's Trickery combo shenanigan crap. So, yeah. Basically, the deck either wins huge or gets destroyed. Maybe in best of 3, you're a little better off against elves because you can, put a bunch of removal board wipes in the board, but I don't think so. I think it's just not a good matchup. This can put it In Search of Greatness into play, but then what are we doing with it? We're going to keep it anyway because I don't like to throw back hands, but let's see. That lets me play green here, keep the red. I like that better. We'll see if they've got like a Pyro. Yeah, Pyro's pretty good here. We'll play green off of this, get In Search into play. This is the matchup that I'm not as happy with Extinction Event as my board wipe of choice. The 1s and 2s then can't get wiped as easy. Obviously here we would go with 2 if that was what we were working with. So we don't get to put anything into play here, but we get to scry, which is still pretty cool. We will keep an Extinction Event. Play this, put the Infinite Rager into play, and see if we got anything. We're going to be able to put Binding of the Old Gods into play on our upkeep. Probably killing Archfiend's Vessel. So here, I'm going to get rid of Balagad Recovery because I want to be able to try to put Binding of the Old Gods in and then potentially Honden. So we'll see what they do. They're Down to 2 cards in hand. They're going to claim back the Croxa. So now I'm going to discard the Honden because Binding and Extinction Event are our best 2 cards for this situation. We maybe could have gotten rid of the Binding and just gone with Extinction Event your whole board. So we're going to shoot the Archfiend's Vessel. I might decline here. Yeah. I'll draw that. I'm fine with drawing that. And then we're just going to Extinction Event on even. Are they gonna... No, they just wanted to get it in the graveyard. That's a good play. Makes it where it's there for Luris. Okay, they get to steal my Binding. That's not so great for us. What did they... Oh, they gained life with their little 1-1, didn't they? Took me a second to realize why they were up in life. Alright, so Sanctum's no good. We don't need a land. Sure, we've got... I mean, Tranquil Light would be fine at stopping things from... One thing from attacking. Not exactly where we're at right now. They may just... They're going to put Luris into play, and then probably they're going to choose the Croaks as the last card out of my hand. Okay. Well, we're going to kill Luris, because that seems fine. We don't want Honden of Infinite Rage. We don't really want to land either, but that's what we were given. So we'll put it into play just off of the fact that... I'm going to lose the 3 life from Croxa taking it out of my hand anyway. I might as well have it in play. Alrighty, that guy's big. That could be a problem. We'll hit you for 2. Basically, I need a removal spell or I'm dead. So Extinction Event or Bust. We are dead on board. Alright. Croxa, good. I think most of the times I've come up against that deck, I've had them taken care of before they got a chance to get a Croxa in play. So that pretty well explains why that didn't go so hot. Alright. So, yeah, not the best thing there with the 1-2 so far, running the Jank Historic 5-color Shrines. Basically how this deck goes, though, either it's really, really amazing or it's absolutely pathetic, and so far we're going with the latter. Alright, this is a better hand. We go 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Very playable hand. See what our opponent is on here. That'll kind of decide how things go from here. Maze Mind Tome. Okay, so some sort of like Esper control, I'm guessing. If they don't have a lot of bounce or like cast out type effects, this feels pretty good. Would really like an untapped land to be able to get Fruitful Harvest into play next turn. Would put us in a much, much better spot. Just sacking the Mind Stone immediately. Yeah, they didn't mean to do that. So that's too bad for them. Unfortunately for us here, we don't get to play Fruitful Harvest, and we draw our 3rd copy of Stone Fangs. That's the downside of, you know, having so many copies of legendary enchantments. That is a loud Clearwater pathway. We're just gonna jam here, hope that they let it resolve, but I'm suspecting this will get countered. Yeah. We're just eating cards in their hand at that point. Fruitful Harvest would be really nice to have, but we were never going to be able to just sit on it forever against a control opponent. Maybe they go for like a Teferi here. No. Okay. Brainstorm. That's probably why they had the Evolving Wilds on turn 1. Those are in the deck to try to, you know, pseudo fetch land. You gotta be playing quite a few fetches in Historic to be playing Evolving Wilds. I would think you'd play 4 Fabled Passage first. They're just cycling. Okay. You knew what you were getting. Now they're going to gain 4 life and scry to the bottom and give me back the turn. We're just going to jam Honden of Knight's Reach. I don't know, do they have a Pact of Negation? They... Okay. I'll get over it, but that was a little brutal. I would have liked to have seen that spell resolve, and instead we get Pacted. Not a spot to play Binding, so I guess we play a crappy 1-mana Shrine and pass the turn. Not drawing that great here. Also a deck that just doesn't draw that great. You have to get Shrines in play to snowball things when they're able to counter some of the ones that mattered. Like, Knight's Reach would have been just lights out there for us, so really sad we couldn't get that in play. I think I'm just going to jam this because we have to get lands in play. I don't like it. It's not what I had in mind, but we'll jam it. Yeah, they don't care because it doesn't do anything, really. Gotta go find that red land. They get to Masterminds, which... That's not good for us. I don't really know any way that was a good thing for us to see happen. I'm gonna grab Ketria Trial. We're gonna shock in, and we're gonna jam Life's Web here to see if they care about me making 1/1s. They do not. They say good game. I'm gonna make them show me why. That's why. Good game. Just what Historic needed. Another 2-card combo deck. Yeah, super excited about that. Oh, do they understand how Tainted Pack works? What do we got going on here? I mean, I'm dead, but not if they don't click the buttons right. So I guess I'll make them do it. Maybe? If they're gonna do anything? This is roping out while you're winning. Interesting choice. I mean, I could see them wanting me to concede so that they don't have to watch it exile every single card in their deck, but they're the ones that chose to play Tainted Pack Thassa's Oracle combo, so I got nothing but time. I think I'm just talking to myself at this point, so go for it, man. Exile that whole deck. Wait for it. Wait for it. Nothing. Okay. Baldo the Great. This is not great, man. You're timing out on your own Tainted Pact. Down to your last one. I don't know what happens here, though. I'm just kind of curious, honestly, if it's just going to resolve Tainted Pact, and because they don't click anything, it just puts a card in their hand, or if it will just go through the whole deck because they don't click anything. It's just going to do it for them now. Alright. Well, since it's going to do that, we'll just say bye-bye. Oh, I can't concede because it's in the process of doing something. That's interesting. I think they broke Arena. The part I don't get is there's another Thassa's Oracle in the deck. So do they have to have one in? I guess they have to have one in play for it to work. That's a deck list we gotta look at, though, because I don't think there's any more jank bullshit than something like that. And that's what we're about here with our 5-color shrines. The Mizzix Mastery lists, too. Eventually, I'm thinking those will be some Tuesday Jank Historic. If you're out there listening, let me know what you'd like to see. We'll try to make it happen. Forest into nothing. I'm gonna go Triome. I don't think getting the Goose down really does anything. Paradise Druid, that's a good card. Okay, so then the question is, do we go... I think we do go searching for greatness, because now we get to put Gilded Goose into play for free next turn. Play a Sanctum of Stone Fangs. Yeah, that's fine. Put the Goose into play. Oh, darn, we can't. So Infinite Rage doesn't do enough damage yet. So we'll just put this into play, put this tapped. If they have enough even or odds here, it looks like it's worth getting rid of the odds. Yeah. We'll sacrifice our Gilded Goose to leave them with a single Paradise Druid in play. There we go. So here's an Elf Ball example of we found the card we needed before they did. Stonefangs is already in play. Let's play this as black and see. Yeah, we do have the mana to play Sanctum of All. That's the one we want in play. That should be game. My opponent agrees. So that's a better example of the deck functioning against elves. The first time we played them, we just kind of got run over. If you can live long enough to make some things go extinct, you tend to do all right. But if you don't get an extinction event fired off, you're going to lose that matchup pretty fast. There we were fortunate that they only had one even converted mana cost creature, too. I've thought about switching to Ritual of Suit, but then we go double black, and it doesn't get rid of things like Vorinclex, which I've actually been able to do and win a game because of it. So if we play tapped in Datha Triome, we can play Sanctum Goose on turn 2. I think that's where I'm going with it. We can also play Goose Goose, but I think we go Sanctum Goose here. Another Indatha wasn't really what we were looking for. Savai Triumph from our opponent. Is it actual Mardu, or are they more than 3 colors? You don't see a lot of decks that aren't blue or green in Historic, so yeah, I figured there were more colors. Is this the Mizzix Mastery deck again? That's my guess. We haven't seen it yet tonight, but I've been seeing it quite a bit. Yup. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just get Honden of Infinite Rage into play then, and we're able to start nugging them for 2. Probably not going to matter. I'm going to guess we're going to get turn 4 Masteried, and that'll be that. There's another looting. What you got? Throwing away, yep, there goes the Time Warp and the Sphinx. Yeah, well, our goose is cooked here. See what I did there? Thought about shooting my own goose, decided against it, but at this point I might as well shoot my own goose, because we're dead. If this is Mizzix Mastery, we're going to just concede on the spot. I guess we'll make them show us what they go get, but Prismari Command, that is not nearly as bad. We'll just make some food. We are technically still alive. There's the Unburial Rites, though, so by hitting absolutely nothing, yeah, I'm good. They're gonna Unburial Rites the Sphinx, cast Emergent Ultimatum more than likely, making me let them have another Sphinx in some way, shape, or form. And it just keeps going for a while until they Time Warp and then swing out. So, not what we're about. Yeah, that kind of sucked. This hand I like. We need to land, but we get to scry with our In Search of Greatness. So, we got that going for us, which is nice. That's at least a land. We would like an untapped land, but I'm getting picky in a deck that runs a lot of Triumphs. Luris deck. Yep, the old Stitcher's Supplier. Not revealing anything I'm too surprised to see. Probably go get red mana here for them. Yo, alright, so another tap land doesn't really do that much for us. So I'm going to try, hey, there we go. A little bit of greed pays off there. We really wanted to get that Sanctum into play this turn. Dreadhorde Arcanist is a card. We're going to put Sanctum of that stuff into play. I would like to draw some cards. We will discard one of the Ketria, or just the Ketria Triome. I need to add blue. Shock in this, cast this. Now it doesn't matter that they can duress us because we've got the Sanctum of All in play, and I think that's going to be pretty hard for them to beat. Stitcher's Supplier, Not something I think beats that. Maybe they've got Feed the Swarm in their deck, and I'm gonna just feel super blown out. Duress gets to get one of my cards, probably Infinite Rage here. Yeah. But we take 2 whole damage, and now I get to go get any shrine I want. I'm actually not even sure which one it is here. It's between like Stone Fangs, Infinite Rage. Let's go with Life's Web. That seems like the most fun. We'll bottom another land. There's a Stone Fangs. We get to draw 4, discard Stomping Ground. Add some blue mana. Blue mana isn't needed here. Let's add some green mana. So what do we have over here? Yeah, they killed our Infinite Rage. Let's go get our Infinite Rage back and play it. And then play Stone Fangs. And then play a Gilded Goose. And just throw it all out there and make them try to beat all that. Your 2 1/1s and a 1/3 are nothing against the power of my Golden Goose. Yeah, it's definitely the Golden Goose here, right? Gilded Goose is the reason we're winning, not Sanctum of All. We have 6 in play, too, so that means here we get to make 12. Yeah, good game, man. We get to make... Yeah, they're not even going to let me do it. I get to shoot them for 12 and then drain... Okay, so we never even get to swing there. So we shoot them for 12 with Honden of Infinite Rage, or 14 because we get to put a Sanctum into play before the triggers go off. So we shoot them for 14, drain them for 14 on our upkeep / beginning of main phase. That's when this deck is rolling. Yeah, it's a snowball deck. So we either completely annihilate or we get completely annihilated. Been a lot of we get completely annihilated in there, but it's, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, this is keepable. We'll go with probably Ketria Triome tapped. If I draw a... Okay, so now I'm going to go Gilded Goose. Gilded Goose. I want to say Golden Goose because that's what they're, you know, going with, but they didn't want to... Alright, so looks like it's the Mizzix Mastery Emergent Bowl chart. No, it's the Dragons, whatever you want to call it, deck. Alright. We'll just put the In Search of Greatness into play and pass the turn. We'll get to put a Honden of Infinite... No, we'll get to put a Sanctum of Stone Fangs into play. Alright. So they're just putting all those in there because they're going to put a dragon into play potentially next turn. Next turn they get to put a dragon into play. So we really need to find a... well, we're going to put a Honden into play. And a tap land. What we need to find is Binding of the Old Gods, whatever that. We need to bind the shit out of this dragon. Yep, I take 3. Oh, they didn't have it, or they clicked wrong. I'm not sure which one, but we'll take it. I would like to draw 3 cards. I will discard the Redundant Sanctum. Put another crappy Goose into play, and we're going to cycle a Dotha Triome here. Was that the 4th one? Maybe that was the 4th one. That was the 4th one. So now we take it. They go find a Dagron. This isn't really going so hot for us. Let's see which one they got. I assume it's the, yeah, the Lorehold. Well, I can block it. I guess we can find out what spell they're casting. It is Time Warp. I will block. See how many times they can warp time. Just Dragon's Approach. I'll block again. We need to stay as high on life as we can, and we don't have anything in hand to... We were going to cycle that in Death of Triumph, weren't we? Yeah. Oops. Okay, Thrilling Discovery. Not the worst thing in the world to see. More of the Dragon Summoner. Are they going to summon another dragon? No. So we only get to do 3, so we can't kill the big boy. That gets bottomed. We have to hope for a binding. We did not find a binding, so we'll discard Overgrown Tomb, I guess. I'm not really sure. Let's see. So this is on my upkeep. They discard. I guess we're gonna put this into play and just hope they don't find a Time Warp. That's our dream scenario at this point. Not sure that's gonna. Yeah, what, Terror of the Peaks, they get to take, yeah, okay, we're mega dead here. Goldspan Dragon, just bring on the dragons, all to the face, please. Alrighty, we got obliterated. So that was a super big loss. Let's see what we can do here. Properties. See if I can figure out why we're super tiny in our... Because it really doesn't matter right now because nobody's actually watching. So let's see if we can... Nope, can't figure out why it's so tiny. All right, let's see. We've got this. Let's go to properties on it. Yeah, I guess I can go. Yeah, that is crazy. We're like super small on the screen now. Let's see if we can. That's not what we want. Properties. No. Stream output size or resolution. Matt's trying to help me here, and I am output. Automatically start replay. Source alignment. Alright, we can't figure it out. So right now we just have teeny tiny screen. See if I can get... Why can I not find... I used to have an option to like... Resize it? Yeah, that's Matt and I are talking about it right now. I tried to get an overlay onto this, and instead of getting the overlay, I managed to not only not get an overlay, but also managed to shrink the screen. So that's frankly impressive. Not in a way I'd like it to be impressive, but I managed to ruin things in several ways. So resize. Oh, now I don't have. Okay, so it's the source size. That's. Yeah, that's true. I can just throw here. We'll throw OBS over here. What do I want to do? I need to. I don't know what I just did. Wow, I'm bad at life. Yeah. Let's add a window capture. Yeah, window capture. We'll just call it window capture. And window. Nope, it doesn't like that. Okay. I can't. Did I make it go completely blank now? Oh my god, I somehow managed to... Did I manage to erase everything? Oh my goodness. What did I do? Oh, I put a window capture over top of it that doesn't do anything. Remove that. I'm still here. Display capture. All right. We'll try to do another display capture, this time from display 2. There we go. It's giant though. So can I... Oh, this is trippy as hell, too. I can't resize. It is from the output. And then turn off game capture. All right. Turn it off. And on. This is a hilarious way to try to troubleshoot this too. Display capture off. Are we still tiny? Damn. Yeah. I think the easiest thing to do, honestly, I'm just going to delete this screen capture and try a new one and see if that works. Or maybe I should look into the properties of how I'm screen capturing. I'm not sure how I'm screen capturing here. Let's see, I can go to... Yeah, it's still tiny. Okay. Do I have the option to resize? No. So it's from the output source now. Maybe not. I may have accidentally put a screen capture in this time instead. So let's just get rid of it. Add a new one and do a game capture off of MTGA. And let's say that one. Yes, that looks like maybe we can get there. Are we... That's full size? All right. I kind of figured it out. Well, it's kind of huge. Or am I shrinking it down? So I wonder if there's something with the... So here, let's... I think my... let's see. What's it look like? Yeah, now it's tiny. So I think what happened is somehow I screwed up my OBS where the window I'm looking at it in on OBS is so much smaller than it should be. Here we go. Let's see if, like, if I do that now, are we better? We should at least be better. Still smaller, but better. Yeah. I screwed, so let's say scale. There we go. Now let's do this. Haha. I think I won. Did I win? All right, I won the challenge. So now I need to figure out how to move this up. There we go. Look at that. We figured out what was wrong. Thank you, Matt. Somehow, with all my shenanigans of trying to figure out the stupid overlays, I somehow shrunk the screen in the OBS down really small. Like I zoomed it clear in, and then I was trying to be able to see everything still. That would be awesome. I would love some help. I did not realize I was this computer illiterate until I tried to start doing this, and I am at like preschool level of understanding what's happening. So that's why we're just turning the camera on, turning the arena on, and saying go. Well, now that we're, giant screened instead of midget screened, we can keep playing historic, or we can always do a Strixhaven draft as well, because those are fun. I think Strixhaven is a super awesome format, but I also enjoy janky historic decks. So, I'm not hard to convince on either one. Now that we're full screen, we've got like 3 times as much fun. I'm glad I wasn't trying to draft while it was tiny, tiny screen, though. Can you imagine how hard it would have been to see the cards if it was clear down in this little tiny rectangle trying to read the damn cards? Ugh. Technology and I are just not getting along today. Screw it. Let's, yeah, mini MTG. There we go. Mini the Gathering. There wouldn't be much gathering as we haven't had so far tonight, which makes sense. Probably if anybody did try to show up, they saw my weak ass tiny little screen and decided to go away. So, understandable. It's fixed now, though. We did it. Yeah. Let's just Premier Draft. I think that's more fun. I really like this format. I think the learn mechanic is a really, really cool draft mechanic. I'm glad I'm not coming into Magic for the first time in this set, though, because this is crazy difficult. And here's a good pack example. So we're not taking Vine Glimmer Snarl. That's not good. Test of Talents is basically unplayable. Village Rites is fine. I don't think Decisive Denial is where I want to be. Combat Professor is really only if you want to be in Silver Quill yet again. We could take a Pest Summoning, but I'm not super thrilled about that. I'm kind of leaning towards just a Combat Professor here. Pretty happy with that card. There's no Learn cards in the pack. And going with a... I mean, Pest Summoning's fine too. I'm going to take the Combat Professor, but we're not going to pigeonhole ourselves with it. Oof. Okay, so... Summoning's a prop. Yeah, like, it just didn't feel very good. Here, I'm between... I don't think this card's very good. It's fine. It's either an Inkling Summoning or another Prof. The other option, I mean, Enthusiastic Study's fine. Ink, yeah. I'm in for an Inkling Summoning. See where we end up. So this is not a very good rare, but it's still a 4 mana 3/3 that you can put stuff in the graveyard to make it a 4/4. It's playable. With that in mind, the rest of the pack is not great. So we have an Inkling Summoning. Yeah, these packs suck. I don't think I want a 4 mana 3/3. Maybe it's just Expanded Anatomy or Spectacle Mage even, and we just try to... Eureka Moment's fine. Expanded Anatomy... I don't know. This one's gonna try my abilities pretty hard here. Pigment Storm is another option, but it's a 5 mana. You know what? I'm gonna take the lesson and just... There's a Reduce to Memory. I guess we can just take all the white lessons and... I mean, Snow Day's fine. Pop Quiz is fine. Yeah, I think we just take a bunch of lessons here and hope that something... So, like, here's a Study Break. So, the other thing, though, is there's, like, an Overgrown Arch, which is pretty good. There's a Divide by Zero. It feels like Quandrix is open, and we should have been trying to force it, but you just never know. Now I have no idea what to take. This is just absolutely... So right now, if I take the Overgrown Arch over the Study Break, am I going to be really sad? But what? I'm not seeing any black cards. Ugh. Or is it just Divide? Maybe it's just Divide. Hedge. Could be Cram Session, too. I'm gonna Divide by Zero. And it looks like that was the wrong pick. I'm gonna go with Eye Twitch. Yeah, this feels exactly like your first attempt, Matt. We're gonna just go back toward Silver Quill here, I think. Yeah, we'll take a show of confidence here, I think. Introduction's fine, but we'll just take this. So we missed out on, like, a card that I don't remember what it was, and we'll go to this layout so that we can see cards better, too. So we have 3 lessons already. That part feels good. This is... Okay, so we're back to not having any clue what's happening. I think I'm taking the Lorehold Campus, because at least... Or the Lorehold Apprentice... Maybe it's just the Apprentice isn't any good, though. It's just a 2/2 for 2. I'd rather have this. I don't think we'll miss Crushing Disappointment or Professor's Warning, and we're not sure we're black. Oh, this is just poopy. Do I literally... I'm going to do the thing that I usually don't do. I'm I'm seriously considering just taking the Vine Glimmer Snarl for the rare wild card, and I mean, unless I think I'm playing Star Pupil, maybe. I don't want to play Star Pupil. I'm gonna take the free rare wild card. I don't want to have to play the other card. Here I'm going to take Enthusiastic Study. I just don't think we can go back to blue, and at least this is a learn card. Oh, so blue now seems more open. Yeah, like the economy's stupid here, so we're just going to run with that. I guess this gives hexproof. You know what? We'll try a Beaming Defiance. I think this is going to be... Oh, god damn it. I'm taking Pop Quiz here. There's actually a chance that... You know what? I'm going to take Eureka Moment. This is going to be just an absolute train wreck, but I think I'm moving back towards, like, Lorehold Quandrix here. We're going to put Divide by Zero back up here. Natural Order. There's a card you should be playing. Holy crap. All right. So, Prismari Command's not very good in Limited. Kelpie Guide's great. So, what are we doing here? I think I'm actually, by those signals at the end of that pack, I'm considering moving into, like, the blue-red-green land. I kind of want a Quandrix Pledge Mage or a Mentor's Guidance if that's what I'm going to try to train wreck here. I don't think any of the white and black cards that we got. Good luck with dinner there, Matt, and let's hope that the packs get a little kinder. I like Pledge Mage here. I'm going to start just throwing thing. I think the white cards go bye-bye. So that's these. Actually, this doesn't look as bad then once we do that. So we could hilariously go with like a Blood Researcher here and try to go toward Sultai. Ugh. The other option is Campus Guide. I think we can wheel one of those. Hall of Oracles is way too good. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're going to take the colorless land in our pile of bullshit and just hope that we find something. It's probably just a heated debate here, and we'll see if we're moving. We only have one green card. Oh, this is... Never mind. Ingenious... Yeah, okay. We're going to take Ingenious Inspiration. Take the Eye Twitch out. We're going to try to slide into Prismari now. I think. Considered forcing it. Tried to go elsewhere. Totally got forced into taking it now. We do have the white land to splash a return pass collar. That seems a little greedy with how crappy the rest of what we've got going on is. I think I just like a Pigment Storm here. That's where I'm going to go. I don't know. Prismari Pledge Mage is fine. There's a Cultivate too. Actually, I'm going to be super greedy and take Cultivate. If we're going to train wreck the draft, I'm going to have fun doing it. We have no 2-drops. We can take an Overgrown Arch here, then, as a 2. There's a Blood Researcher in the pack still, which is just ridiculous. I think I like the Apprentice better here. I think I'm Prismari Splashing Green. So there's a Start from Scratch or a Pigment Storm or a Pest Summoning. I don't think we're going to play Pest Summoning. I don't think Start from Scratch is that good with what I have. I'm going to take another Pigment Storm. We're going to kill things. We're going to try to kill things. Here, I mean, Archway Commons is actually tempting. This has Learn on it. I'm going to take a Learn card. It's not very good, but... And what, we only have Expanded Anatomy right now because Inkling Summoning's no good. We'll take a Pop Quiz. Yeah, we're just going to get all the Learn cards and no lessons. And just a piss poor deck here, I'm pretty sure. Hey, wait. Totally forgot. Get that Vine Glimmer Snarl up in here. Oh, come on. That's a ridiculously late Blood Researcher. Do I Do I pivot into 4 color? Screw it. If we win one game with this deck, I'm going to be ecstatic. This is just awful. I'm taking the Blood Researcher there because it's just, I mean, ugh. Are we taking Reject? Not a card I want to be playing, but I don't think we can play Infuse. Sure, we'll play a Reject, I guess. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad, bad, bad. I'm like, sure, we'll take Mascot Interception. Holy crap, is this bad? We'll take a Resculpt because I don't have anything else to take in the pack. We gotta have the best pack 3 ever, and it starts with Spectacle Mage or Kelpie Guide? I mean, also Negate is just totally fine. Are we negating here? I think we are. Teachings of the Archaics, not good. You discard a card, draw a card, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary, non-land card with converted mana cost 3 or less. That card's fine. That might be what we're taking here because another Pigment Storm isn't. Yeah, it's a 2-mana 2/2. I kind of want to see if it's any good. Wow. Alright, so I don't think Blood Researcher's getting there. That was a frustration pick. Growth Spiral's fine here, though. Discard any number of cards. Actually, I'm going to take Illuminate History. I think that card's fine, and it's a rare lesson that I would like to see if it's any good. Not that this deck is the deck that's going to tell us. First day of class, not a card I want to be playing. It might be Explosive Welcome here. The other card is Stormkiln Artist. Serpentine Curve, maybe. You know what? I'm going to Compulsive. We're just going to draw all the cards. Draw all the cards. Hope somewhere in there we find a Quandrix Pledge Mage to kill them with because we don't have anything else. I guess we can take either a Prismari Apprentice or a Serpentine Curve. We've got some early spells. Maybe we're just making big Serpentine Fractals here. Oh, are we taking Cultivate and Eureka Moment out? Probably. Do we have anything else we can play? Illuminate History stays on the board? No. Yikes. No es bueno. We gotta have just like bomb pick after bomb pick here, and I don't think anything we passed so far is gonna really wield that we're gonna want to play, so this deck is just gonna be bad. So we can introduce the Annihilation, or we can Tome Shredder. I think we have to take Tome Shredder to have a card that can do damage to our opponent. Not a very good combo with the Serpentine Curve we just picked up, but this deck's going to be bad. I think I tried to go into 4 different colleges, so this is what it looks like when you try to stay open to a fault. I'm still just not good at that. Maybe that's something I need to admit and, you know, accept the fact that if it's not going to work to stay open. So 5 mana, search your library for up to 3, triple gamble. That's the triple gamble. Is a Frost Trickster better than a Eureka Moment? The thing is, what are we ramping into? Our other option is like Needlethorn Drake, but I don't think we can hardly play a Needlethorn Drake. Oh, we're really not green. We're just maybe splashing a little bit. Yeah, we're going to take the Frost Trickster. So we're trying to win with a Prismari Apprentice, a Frost Trickster, and a Quandrix Pledge Mage. maybe a Serpentine Curve, maybe some crappy 3/1 flyers. Really what we're trying to do is steal the one creature they play and murder them with it. Because then we have like Pigment Storms to kill their stuff. We do at least have Hall of Oracles, which can make our stuff bigger. That's... Ooh. Okay. There's the bomb wheel I'm talking about. We'll take Ingenious Mastery. That increased the power level of what we've got, at least. I'm not super excited with anything still. I'll take another Enthusiastic Study. I really don't like that card that much. We'll play an Ogier Battleseer. Actually, I'll play a Wormhole Serpent, too. I mean, there's a little bit of chunk on the back end that we were missing. Probably not playing Cultivate and Eureka Moment. Let's... Make Your Mark technically could be playable, but I don't think we're playing it. Another Prismari Apprentice is super playable. Maybe we can salvage something here. I'm not going to get excited, but we got some good card draw spells. So, you know, it could be worse. We'll take a Resculpt, I guess. Not sure what we're sculpting, but... I'm not green. Probably should have taken the Adventurer's Impulse just for the fancy artwork. I ain't Scourge. Not playing Scourge either. Alright. So... I don't think we want to cultivate. We literally have an expanded anatomy and a... Illuminate History. Terrible wish board, so first day of class goes bye-bye. Do I have any... I don't want to resculpt anything. We have a negate, a reject, a plarg. So... I think it's just an Enthusiastic Study because we don't have anything to... Yeah. This deck is awful, and it's gonna lose a lot of games. So... Woo! Let's go lose some games. Terrible. You know what? This card is good enough that I will just keep the hand and hope that we find an island. Oh sure, Sultai worked for them. Leech Fanatic. Yes, that is a card. That is one angry, ugly looking dude. We're never getting to 5 mana to activate that. At this point, we have one card in our hand we can cast, and we don't even really want to cast it. Come at me, bro. Yep, you got it. You're at 22, I'm at 18. Yeah, sure. Sedgemoor Witch. Sounds good. They're going to take it. I'm going to make them take more because I got nothing else I can do. We're going to grab Expanded Anatomy because we literally can't cast any one of our other ones, and then we're just going to get run over and be done. Oh, this one sucks. That draft was bad. I mean, if they put anything into play here, I think we just concede. I don't even know how we beat Sedgemoor Witch. Yeah, of course. Mortality Spear, the only thing I have. You know what? Yes, I would like to... I'll pay the 3 life. That's how I feel about that game. That's how I feel about how that went. Alright. Let's try to calm down for a second and see if there's any way we can salvage this deck. I don't think there is, though. This is one that I'll have to watch back and try to figure out where I screwed up the most. Maybe we're supposed to split. You know what? Let's put this, not that. But maybe we're supposed to splash that. Suggest my lands again. Yeah. Let's take out one of the pop quizzes because we don't have anything to go get. You know what? Let's just take out both pops. No, I'll take a pop over an enthusiastic study. Ingenious Inspiration is still fine as a card. Cultivate and Eureka, or whatever the hell the card is, that just gives us a little more to work with. I think we're still just dead. Shadu Bioni, congratulations on being paired against me. Here we get to slow roll on the draw, so... Prismari Apprentice was a good draw. Alright. They have something. Do they have a study break? Maybe they don't have anything and they just had a stop on. Sure. It's really not that great. Let's just compulsive. I would like to draw the cards, please. Thank you. Let's discard this extra mountain. Get in there. Lightning bolt. Well, at least I wasn't that attached to my creature. The nice thing here is if they go to pump this thing up, we can divide it by 0 and feel good about life. So yeah, now we can just bounce it. Or we can... Well, here we get to do this, so that's fun. So if we play Plarg, we get to keep up Negate. Otherwise, we just have Divide by 0 and Negate up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with just dividing by 0 and... So let's see if they're just going to attack. Huh. Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce the spirit now. Potential 3 damage saved, and we'll take Illuminate History actually here. Owlin Shield Mage. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take 3 life and just, we gotta get rid of that thing. We're in this game. I'm not sure we're winning it, but we're in this game, which is much better than we were in the last one. So I'm gonna try to enjoy that. Let's play Hall of Oracles. Put this guy down. I got a 3/5. Do they have a Pigment Storm or something here? Probably. Oh, you know they have something with this attack. But I'm at 11, so if they have a big enough pump spell, I'm just dead anyway. Yikes. Would have been nice to be able to leave up Negate, but... Lorehold Command. Okay. So we trade off for the Dueling Coach. I think here we illuminate history, discarding 3 cards. Yeah. I get to make a 3/2, and I get to hold up negate. This spell can't be countered. Wow, we almost punted away there, but we lose anyway. So, cool. Well, we lost 2 games. Can we salvage it? Which we still wouldn't have enough gems to do another draft. Oh, we gotta win 2. We gotta win 2. Yikes. Yikes-a-rooney. This is what my drafts usually look like. It's been different when we've, you know, had better drafts the last 2 times. This one's bad. This is a bad deck. I don't think there's any way around it. I completely train wrecked it, trying to do too many things, and it's my fault. But you know, I don't think the deck was going to be amazing even if I didn't train wreck it, but it's real bad. So, I mean, we can ingenious inspiration, but what are we even getting? Expanded anatomy, I guess? Yeah, we'll just hold up negate then here, right? Get in for 2, hold up negate. Curate's fine. There's a lot of spells that are also creatures that we want to try to counter here. What do they got? Alright, so we get to just murder that, right? I guess we can offer the trade, because I'd rather not waste it on... I'm just gonna let him keep it for now. Probably completely wrong. Okay, so now we will kill it. But we don't get to learn, which is totally fine. They get to learn, which is not so fine. Yeah, they have a 4/4 now. We're actually not going to activate Hall of Oracles because we get to negate. They get a Eureka moment. I have to let it happen because I need to negate their 5/5 or their 4/4. Yeah, let's see what they do here. They probably sniffed it out. Oh man, I'm actually gonna negate that. Do they have a negate too? Test of Talents. I'm gonna get beat by the guy that played Test of Talents. Oh, that hurts. That hurts deep. Man, this deck is bad. The only thing we have going for us is maybe we can, like, sneak a Wormhole Serpent through enough times, because we still have... I mean, that helps. You know, I'm getting ahead of myself on how down I am here. Mascot Interception. steals a creature token or a bookworm. Okay. So if we steal that, that's 10, 11, 12, 13? Yeah, 14, 15. We won a game! Oh my god, mascot interception, stealing the bookworm. That's our win. Alright, what we need to actually do here is... Our best cards are Reduced to Memory, Show of Confidence, Combat Professor. Do I need to put a Lorehold Campus in? I mean, this is hilarious, but I think we're going to try our third different combination of colors here, and we're going to go Jeskai, because then we can play Inkling Summoning technically. Make Your Mark is playable. That puts us to 40. I need to suggest my lands. We're at 42. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so what is the worst cards in the deck now? Beaming Defense, and I'm going to take Make Your Mark out too. Alright, we're going to... I mean, we might as well play 3 different versions of the same crappy deck if we're going to do this right. You know, the old splash the double white lesson. That's a good plan. Really want to be on the play with a good hand. We get to go first, and actually this hand counts in my book. This might, you know, it depends on what we're against, but this is playable. Show of Confidence, not looking that good here, but that's okay. Get our Plar going. The Dean of Chaos. What do they got? They got something. Are they going to flunk him? He doesn't really do anything yet. You don't have to flunk him. Hunt for Specimens. A good card? Not really stopping me yet. They went and got Expanded Anatomy. Another good card. Okay. What are they going to play here? That outdoes everything I have. Yeah, we'll do that. That actually went pretty well. We top deck a land and we get to do a lot of fun stuff. Let's see if they're in a Mage Hunter. Mage Hunter's good. I'm just going to do that, which I shouldn't have done because now they can attack with Promising Duskwing. They chose not to. No, we're actually good. These Pigment Storms have a chance to be good. We may be in trouble with their Mage Hunter. Okay, they just play a 5/5 for 5? That we don't mind at all. Do they swing with their 3/4? That's the question. They don't swing with anything. Sweet. We'll go Island. I'm going to take out the Wither Bloom. We'll lose a life. But we get to get in for 6. I'm past turn. I get to make a 4/4 now. And then I get to Pigment Storm again next turn. 4 lethal right now. That resolves. Yeah, no blocks. I will take 7. Eat that. Are they gonna kill Tome Shredder? That would be okay. My turn. Alright, so now... Yeah, I think it's kill this still. We got a 10. They don't have that much power on board though, so... I think they're realizing what's happening. They get to draw a card. I think the question here is, so they get to block with that to gain 1. So I think that you just attack with these two. There's no point in attacking with Plarg or Tome Shredder. We'll make a 5/5. I think that's our best play. And then we'll get to discard this mountain, draw a card with Plarg. Yeah, I have to let that go. But they're still at 6 here, so I don't feel too bad. Dang it, though. Felt really good. Now I just feel... Holy shit. That's not good for me. I don't think they're attacking here. Yeah. Not dumb enough to try that. Alright, so we gain a freaking land off of the land. We gotta try to find a spell. Well, we didn't find a spell, but we found a big old fatty. So... now... I don't have a spell to eat. If they have a way to gain life, I'm in trouble. Yeah. Just a blood researcher is fine. If we find a spell, I think we win. Because we can make two things... a cheap spell. We can make 2 things unblockable. It depends on what their 2 cards in hand are, too. Could be really good. Could be terrible. They're reading Lisette. Never good when they're reading a top 10 rare in the set. In the Lisette. Okay, they pass. This is 4 mana? Yeah, I don't have enough mana to activate it more than once. That was what I had to check too. Okay. They didn't attack. Combat Professor. Target creature gets +1/+0 and Vigilance. Divide by 0. So that gives this unblockable. Or I can just give this unblockable. Oh, man. Yeah. I found the line. So we're going to bounce Lisette. We're going to go get Expanded Anatomy. And if they don't have a Mortality Spear or a Flunk or some ridiculous removal spell in their hand, we win. If they have one of those, the game continues. We're still not in the worst spot. The fact that they're tanking either terrifies me or makes me feel really good. I'm not sure which one. I think maybe they realized that they just lost, but, you know, they may not. Wishboard cards are hard to remember here, so we're going all in on a Prismari Apprentice. That's the line we've chosen. Okay, so they're trying to figure out... Okay, they let me lose a life. They let Prismari Apprentice become unblockable. They have not let Lisette go back to hand yet. Trying to figure out what they're waiting for here. Hilariously, if I would have discarded Combat Professor, I would also have a different line to victory. Okay. So, are they gonna... Okay. Expanded Anatomy... And I'm gonna take you to 2 here. And end the turn. We're at 8. As long as Wormhole Serpent lives, we're in good shape. I have 2 6/6s and a 3/5. Okay, so I lose 3. And they get to put a +1/+1 counter on something. So they're going to put it on Blood Researcher, I think. Or Mage Hunter, one of the two. Probably Blood Researcher. Yep, that goes through. This is close. This is definitely close. Okay, they're playing Valentine. That makes me feel better. Right, they have to just go for it here. Alright, so that's an 8/8. Past the blockers. I think what I do here is I go here, double block that. So they'll kill the Wormhole Serpent, I assume. And we get 2 draws at finding a card to make Prismari Apprentice unblockable. Okay, so that's not it. I think we want to discard and draw, so we found Pop Quiz. We got our 2 wins. We get to play again. I think the white splash was correct. I like Combat Professor. We didn't get to play it there, but oh man, we at least squeaked out enough that we don't have to go buy gems to play another draft. So that could be worse, right? Oh, that's how confident I am in this. It could be worse, right? That's the kind of hand I deserve. Mulligan that crap. Oh, come on. Yeah. They mold. I'm going to go to 5. This hand's bad too, but I can't go to 4. We're going to put back Pigment, Storm, and Pop Quiz. Play a Plains and pass. When I have to play Island here, they're going to be like, I put you on bottom. Right there. Alright, we found an island. Right now we can cast a Serpentine Curve that does nothing, but we'll play Combat Professor. I mean, if we have to play 1 card, they're gonna Mage Hunter's Onslaught, my Combat Prof. My Sweet Sweet Bird Cleric. No. Okay. Yes, please. Give yourself that. Get in there. Mortality Sphere. That also is a way to murder him. So, wait. This is create put X plus is 1 plus the total number. Oh man. So draw X cards. So for 5 mana here I can draw 2 cards. Yeah. Because I can't give them treasures. Sucks to suck, but I think they have a Snakeskin Veil in their hand too. We're probably not winning this game. We had to mull to 5. Mulling to 5 is bad. Mulling to 5 is bad. That card just did not feel good there either. We had to pay 5 mana to draw 2 cards. Because I didn't want to give my opponent 2 treasures. Alright, but we put a instant or sorcery in the trash can, so eventually we'll get to play Serpentine Curve. Just not yet. We have a negate, but I think I have to play Wormhole Serpent here. Let's see if they have another Mortality Spear. Please don't. Crushing Disappointment. We each lose 2 and you draw 2. Yeah, they have Snakeskin Veil. If they attack here, I'll know they definitely have Snakeskin Veil. I'm already pretty sure. Yeah. Fine. Blow me out with the Snakeskin Veil. I know you have it. Oh man, we draw an island. Can we learn for anything here that does anything? No. So my literal option is pass and let them just keep a 5/5. And they get to scry. Yeah, this was a bad enough deck as it was, and we got just absolutely owned by our own cards here. So now they have a Blood Researcher in play. That will kill if we don't draw. Yeah, I think we just have to murder that now. We have another snakeskin veil? No. Good. I'm gonna grab Illuminate History, even though we can't play it. This would be a 3/3 now. That still doesn't seem good. They get to scry. Basically, we need to find a red land. If we find a red land off the top, we're in this game. If they can't protect their dude. If we don't, we're just not. Alright, so... I have negate. I can't play anything else though, so we're going to 2 at best here. But we are able to illuminate history into Serpentine Curve. Or just Prismari Apprentice Serpentine Curve so we can block a Blood Researcher. Probably that one. Oh, because I think the Pigment Storm that's on the bottom of our deck is one of our last removal spells. So they've got us at 2. Yeah, we have to go Prismari Apprentice Serpentine Curve. That makes it a 3/3, right? No. Dang it. Would have been sweet if it made it a 3/3. We've got a negate, so we're beating 1 removal spell. Frankly, to be in a spot to beat 1 removal spell right now is pretty good. They get to scry. If they top, I know I'm dead. Okay. They're gonna scry again because they have like 10 mana. What you got? Bottom, 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 bottom. Come on, show me that. Put it on the bottom. The waiting. You know what Tom Petty said. The waiting. That's the hardest part. It's on top. I mean, it could just be a good card that doesn't kill us. But they're targeting, so it's probably a mage duel. It seems like a mage duel. I can't figure out how to use it, but I'm pretty sure they topped a mage duel. They're going to kill my Prismari Apprentice and I lose. Yeah? Yes or no? Are we mage dueling? Do we not know what we're doing? We apparently don't know what we're doing because they topped a card and then haven't figured out what to do? Deadly Brew. Each player sacrifices and then puts one back in their hand? Sure. You get to put a Master Symmetrist back in your hand or a Blood Researcher, but that doesn't really do anything here, does it? I don't think they understood what the card did. Maybe they did. Okay, we're gonna play Cornrix Pledge Mage, and then we're gonna play this hilariously, just to make a 3/2, and then we're gonna pass because I don't want to lose to a single removal spell here, but this is what potentially stabilizing looks like. That didn't help. I think I have to pass again because I can't risk single removal spell beating me. They bottomed, and they drew a card already. So if they didn't draw a good card, we're in good shape. If they drew a good card, we're not in good shape. It's a good story. I mean, we're down to... They killed the Quandrix Blood Mage. That's why we didn't attack. So... We're gonna play this side because it's way more powerful here. And we're gonna try to be able to start draw discarding. So they have double Mortality Sphere, double... I wonder if they have another Crushing Disappointment, because it would be literally a crushing disappointment to lose this game to them crushing me with disappointment. I kind of hope if we lose that's what happens, because that would be funny. And a fitting end to this. Alright, so they topped this card. They like this card. It doesn't mean it wins the game for them, though. I think they are in a spot where they know they're... Yeah, so like, Honor Troll's fine, but that doesn't win the game. They just know they're in a pretty good spot here, so they can afford to keep that. That's helpful. So we'll play the Frost Trickster. That's going to tap down the Blood Researcher, and it doesn't untap. So I'm actually going to attack for 4 then here, because that still leaves 3 blockers back, which is plenty. We get to hit them, and then pull, so you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. I think I can do that at instant speed. We're gonna find out. Oh, it would be so nice to pull this out. So they're gonna scry again. But we're pseudo-stabilized? Yeah, it's... Show me a bottom. They're down to 18 cards. They top it. Is it Crushing Disappointment? That's the question. I think I have to let it resolve. Okay. So now I get to play this. And I'm going to stop there. So 2 to block that. Yeah, because I have Divide by Zeros back up here too. And I will trade this for their Spectre of the Fens. Oh, I have to divide by 0 the Spectre of the Fens before the end of my turn here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I just lose anyway. So I have to put that back in their hand and get an Expanded Anatomy, but I think I still lose. Yeah, we'll see if they see it, but Spectre of the Fens beats us. Yo. Good game. We will discard a card to draw a card. Finding Tome Shredder. Man! Spectre of the Fens... I do have to say there too that Witherbloom Campus won them the game. Pretty sure without that campus, we are stabilized in winning that game. Yikes. That could have gone better. That was really bad, frankly. We got a Hall of Oracles. Okay. Let's message our personal trainer. see if I'm supposed to work out. Otherwise, I think let's go back to 5-color shrines because I don't think I want to. I'm not in a good mental headspace to draft again, I don't think. That was rough. We did get the 2-3, which was 2 more wins than it looked like we were going to get, but that was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. Oh, is this keepable? I don't think so. We'll keep this one though. Bottoming life. No, tranquil light. That card sucks. We'll put this in play tapped and pass turn. So they already have burial rights over there. Did they get just a time warp? So now, and they just discarded lands. So if we could draw a goddamn land. Oh man, my camera is blocking my enchantments. That's no good. Let's put me over here. That's better. I was blocking my enchantments. That's no good. Don't want to be doing that. So they faithless the lootings. Alright, so next turn they get to do that, and I don't have any answers. GG's. Okay. That was a great example of when this deck doesn't work. That matchup may be one that pushes us out of playing this deck. Legitimately not a fan of playing against Mystic Mastery with this list, so I'm gonna keep it because of the fact that I just don't care anymore. Probably not a good reason to keep, but we're gonna keep. At least it's not a creature. Yeah, let's play another tap land and pass. It's always good to see a red deck when your hand is don't do anything until turn 4. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why we don't keep hands like this. Hazoret's Monument, sure, make my life just miserable. We've got the Sanctum in play. Can you storm off? Yeah, I figured. Bergie is here. Okay. He didn't murder me yet. We'll discard Balagad Recovery. Odd. I mean, that didn't win us the game, but they have another one. Okay. Yeah, I was really kind of hoping they didn't have another one. Now we'll GG's it. I'm not gonna make him do all that shit. Okay, so combo decks galore. You know what? We're going... We're going to say no. So we're gonna play negate. Let's see. We're gonna play planeswalkers, instants, sorceries, and enchantments, I think. And we're gonna say no. We're just gonna say no over and over again. Because I'm getting really tired of these decks. So, you know what? I'm gonna build a crappy... I might play Disdainful Stroke. We're just gonna go off of what we did the first night when Killer Bunnies had us build the deck that what did we do? Well, we just all instants and sorceries, nothing else. Here we're gonna play a single search first counter because we can. What else? Probably not Brazen Borrower. Maybe a couple Brazen Borrowers. We can get away with that. I like Brazen Borrower. Let's play... I said we were going to say no. So let's play Mystical Dispute, Narset Parter Veils, Neutralize, Saw It Coming, Sinister Sabotage. I mean, we could just mill, but I don't think that's a good plan. We're going to play Behold the Multiverse. That's probably about it here. We're going to have to take some things out anyway, because I think I want to play some Teferis. I don't think Commence the Endgame is what we're doing this time. Shark Typhoons. Let's play some Shark Typhoons. Some Thassa's Interventions. We're going to say mostly no. So, I don't even know if we play Shock. Yeah, I like Shock. Play like Shock. Lightning Strike. That's probably about it for the red splash, and then we'll play some Is It cards, maybe. We're coming close to just building the exact same deck that we played before, except now I get to play permanent spells. So, like, I'm gonna play Chandra, because Chandra's my girl. This one. We're gonna play a couple of those, yep. And that's about it, I think. Now we'll play a Heart of Fire, maybe. Oh, a 6-mana Chandra. We're gonna play 2 of these, yeah. I don't know how many of these things I'm cutting, probably several, but... Go to Is It. We'll play Electrolyze. We'll play 4 Ionize. I don't think we're playing the Royal Scions or Ral. We might play this Ral. Probably not Thousand Year Storm. This was hilarious, so we're going to bring it back. And then we have to... Steam Fence. Epiphany. Sulfur Falls. River Glide. All right. And then we got to take 27 cards out. Typhoons are great, but they don't fit what I'm building towards. I'm going to take Heart of Fire out. I'm going to go down to just 1 Teferi, 3 Beholds. I'm going to pull the Mystical Disputes. One of these, 3 of those, because we also have these, so that's still 10. I'm going to go down the neutralizes. 2. Go down that. I'm going to go down those. I'm going to take out the negates. 1 lightning strike, 1 shock, both brazen borrowers, and a Thassa's. Alright. Let's see if we can tell them no. No. No more of these stupid combos. Tired of it. Here come the elves. I go first. Absolutely. I will even shock myself in order to potentially shock this thing. What do you got? Show it to me. Show me what you got. Get to Lava Runner dead. Land pass. Land for them. Censored. Nope. Nope. It does feel much better to be saying no. Shrines was not working tonight. El George 09 tanking with their mono red deck. A little surprised to see the Chain Whirler, but I guess it makes sense in a world of elves and goblins. There's an Ember Hauler. Sure. They can either sacrifice it or they can play something else or both. I'm guessing they just don't realize that the sacrifice trigger is making them hold priority. Or the sacrifice ability, I should say. Oh, so what have we learned tonight? We learned that we had our screen screwed up for most of the start of our stream. We learned that 5-color shrines is mediocre. We learned that train wrecking 5 different color directions in draft in Strixhaven does not work. Yeah, that pretty well covers it. Some good things to learn, though. Are they gonna, like, lightning strike me here? Shock me, sure. Ember Hauler's a weird include. What does this do? Fanatic of Mogus. I don't think I've seen one of those in a hot minute. So I think we just wipe the board with Chandra. Pretty obvious. And then hope it lives? Start ticking up. I don't think we would have wanted to have seen this matchup with Shrines unless we found a Stonefangs early. We're not very good against the aggros. Not very good against the aggros. You can either attack or sack your Ember Hauler. Those are the 2 things it's trying to tell you to do there, El George. El Georgianine. What do we got for me? That works. You hit me. Yeah, we just have to do this. You can't counter it. Don't even try.
Ever see a volcano erupt in person?
Neg 3. You're not an elemental, you're not an elemental. Good, because I didn't check fast enough. Could have gone worse there, but... Oh wow, they let me just kill it instead of shooting Chandra with the Ember Hauler. Not a lot of insanely optimal plays from our opponent. That's alright, though. We'll we weren't so optimal ourselves tonight. Probably play like one more game with this deck and then sign off. Yeah. Not our best night, but you know, we did it. We still were here, we were doing our thing, and that's all you can do. That's all you can do. It's good practice. Frankly, I'm glad that the stream that there was nobody here is the stream that trainwrecked badly. Very, very badly. That's cool with me. Okay. Raminap Ruins. Up with Chandra. I'm gonna temple here, I think.
No pressure.
Yeah, that's fine, because we'll Narset. We go to 9.
There are so many to meditate and prepare.
Yeah, I'll just take Saw It Coming. Alright. I think we stabilized? We should have. Doesn't mean we did. Let's see. Still don't know. El George, you have 2 cards and 5 mana. I doubt it's that hard of a decision. I don't know though. Maybe you got like double 5 damage spells for 2 mana that I've never heard of. Oh, you have a land. Yeah, that really doesn't seem like it was too hard.
Hope it's not too hot. I have just the trick.
All right, so we found 4 lands with a Narset. We'll take an expansion explosion, play a land, foretell, pass the turn. Not no, not good here. Oh, we take 1, go to 8. Take up, take down. We'll take Inize. Boom, boom, boom. We can do 4, draw 4. Boom. You cannot have the Bomac Courier. Up.
Oh, looks like someone's getting a little
Foretell. I could have expanded that. That would have been dope.
Let's get toasty. Get out of my way. I'm burning up here. No pressure.
Yup, that's a victory with a crappy deck when we couldn't win with our shrines. Kind of seems how the night's been going. I'm gonna call it good. yeah. Tonight wasn't so great, but we got through it, and we will work on not train wrecking our drafts next time. We're just gonna call this deck no. And we may... I love that it's got the negate art on it, even though we're not using negate in the deck now. Pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm good for the night. If you watch this by any chance, we're doing Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Sunday afternoons around 3. Thank you, and we'll catch you next time.